Good morning to all my viewers and subscribers out there. Welcome back to the channel, Jamaica Newfie. If you're new here, remember to like, share and subscribe. And all who out there doing good this morning, give thanks for that. And all who not doing good, praying for you guys, because there's a lot of people not doing good. I want to touch on a subject that people all, who don't know what's going on, tend to have it all wrong. My viewers, I'm going to touch on about how credit work in Canada. For me, as in having a good credit is very important. Because a lot of people tend to have it the wrong way when they don't know what's going on, and depends on what people portray. As in, like, well, when I say people portray, it's like, people travel to a different third world country and what they showing people is not like all sweet and dandy. And I'm gonna touch on a few YouTubers, shout out a few YouTubers. So my viewers and subscribers, just hang on to the Jamaica Newfie channel and let's touch on these vibes. Yeah, welcome back, yeah. My viewers and subscribers, I want to shout out to a couple YouTubers out there. The first one I want to touch on is the silky one. The teacher, the doctor, Jamrock Radio. Jamrock Radio, love your vibes. Need people like you on this platform, Need people like you on this platform. And also, I want to touch on the dinosaur. When I say the dinosaur, sometimes you hear about they find like some bones out there for dinosaurs in the wilderness for years. And before I say the dinosaur name, I don't want people all have it twisted, certain kind of way. The dinosaur, always gonna live on, as in like, talking about the old bone, stay strong. Daddy G, Daddy Gargan, big up yourself. I know you don't see me much on your thing, but, we have to share the love, I'm all over the place, as you can see. I'm all over the place. And bless up yourself again, Daddy Gargan, Keep it firm. Listen to the teacher. This is I would say, me, Marlon, and the teacher right now, who come out, and like, deal with certain situation with you certain kind of way, and no disrespect, but, listen to the teacher, keep it real, Love we are deal with. We all know, love is the answer, And Oshane and Naya, big up yourself. D. Francis's, yeah, love you guys. Casey Adventure, I don't know what's going on with you. I don't see you much, my sister, but you know what? I heard your husband say your channel is not monetized, and I'm really surprised about that, And I hope it's not the negative energy here keeping you awake. Cause we have to stay strong and stay away from certain folly. That's a part of it, And who else I want to touch? Bay One TV, the Day One TV out of London, the Reactor. Big up yourself. Joyful Julie, my sister, big up yourself. And many more YouTubers out there, who name I don't call and who name I don't. And actually, Jamaica Sensation. I see you're struggling, if you talk about certain things. It shouldn't be like that, Speak your mind. Just be respectful about it, I feel you. I'm a part of the YouTube platform here, and I see what's going on, and sometimes we tend to don't want to take side, which we shouldn't, but remember, support who support you. Enough love, my brother. Pay attention to what's going around you and be realistic be realistic about it, and it's all love. Big up yourself. So the topic I want to touch on, I don't have much time right now because I'm in my parking lot. I don't know if people know this, but I was walking doing a video and I see somebody make a comment about big house, you know, and all those things, you know, and, you know, look at, you know, people in general just watch things and on the outside looking in. But what I want to say to all the people who out there, because I know I have a friend chit chat with me about 4 years ago about this. A lot of people don't understand. Not because you see people live in a house, they have a lot of money, or they driving a fancy car, they have a lot of money. No, it don't go like that. Once you got a good credit and a good job, you can get anything you want. Like absolutely anything you want. Once you have a limit cut off with credits. Because sometimes you apply for certain amount of money to buy something, or you apply for certain things and you can't get it because you have a limit. But anyway, it so happened that this just come to my attention how people might look at certain things, and people who, I would say, portray certain things why people think everybody have a big house rich. And the house don't have to, the house might look big, but it's not a big house. Having a good credit is very important. Having a full-time job is very important. So people who out there who don't understand, when you see people with stuff, it's because they have good credit. Because I'm going to touch on out of owning a house or renting a house. And people can comment about it. To me, if you have a house and it costs you $5,000 a month, and you go rent a house and it costs you $3,000 or $2,700, people out there who watching my thing, tell me which one you think would be better in the long run. Because renting a house, you paying somebody else's mortgage. Okay? In Canada, I know you can put the rent receipt on your income tax, but how much you get back, I don't know. I haven't done that in a long time. So it's all boiled down to understanding. Because as I say, our Virgin was talking to me one time about why did I buy a house in Canada. And I explained to him why I buy a house in Canada. And it was like I was speaking foreign to him. But number one, he don't deal with the banking system in Jamaica because he live in Jamaica. It's an older man for me. Same age as my dad, because most of my friends them in Jamaica, they're older guys. And when I explained to him why I buy a house and stuff, he didn't get it until I have to sit down with him, have a beer with him, and get down in the nitty-gritty and tell him how it works. Because I don't want to go rent a house and paying somebody else's mortgage when I could be paying my own. Because there's a thing called equity that build up in your house. If you buy a house for $600,000 now and you keep it for the next 10 years, yeah. Remember, you know, you buy a house for $600,000 and probably your mortgage gonna be probably about, maybe you put down $200,000 as a down payment. So out of the $600,000, you only mortgage $400,000. So in the long run, after growing and growing and growing for years, the equity build up in the house. So it's like, you know, as I said, it's best for me to buy a house. But some people don't get it because they think you just go buy a house cash. It don't go like that. A lot of people who used to buy a house, they're struggling just like anybody else. Just like anybody else who renting a house, because a lot of people renting are struggling. And that's a part of it. But it's all boiled down to some misunderstanding with some people don't understand what's going on. You know, seeing you with certain things and think, you know, you go buy stuff cash because they don't have the knowledge about what's going on in a country like Canada. And I'm speaking for myself because I remember when I was talking to this virgin, he's a farmer. He never do nothing to the bank. More than do nothing, no business with the bank. More than just carry his money, go put down in the bank, and that's it. Never take a loan, you know, he don't know nothing about how to get a loan and stuff. So, you know, when I kind of educating him and what's going on with me buying a house. Because I think the way he come off, he was like pissed off with me. How can you go in another man country and buy a house? But I get it, some people kind of think certain kind of way. Because I don't own a house in Jamaica. But this is where I live. So I'm not going to go pay rent if I can have a good credit and have a little down payment and buy a house. I'd rather put the money in my house. But the pros and the cons to that, A lot of people buy a house because they don't want to do nothing outside, like shoveling the snow, they don't want to cut the lawn. And when they pay like the $27,000 or $3,000 a month, they just give the landlord that money and they don't take care of nothing more than they just live in the house. Maybe they only pay 2 bills, which is probably, you know, the internet or the cable or something like that. That's all they pay for. But like the utility bills, like the gas, water, you know, and light, that's in the rent. I kind of get it. Because some people don't want to deal with the headache. Because to upkeep a house, it's very expensive. It's very, very expensive. And people who, I would say, rub certain things the wrong way, as in going to like a third world country, you know, go to the restaurant, go to the bar, and they're spending money like crazy. You know, showing people how they live in lavish life and stuff. Sometimes that's a lie. I'm not saying people, I go to Jamaica and I buy a friend of drinks, I buy a friend of food, but some people, they go back to their home country, wherever they come from, and you know, it's like a third world country, as I said. They're worse off than living in Canada. But what they portray to people, that's why people have some certain things twisted. And also, it was recently I realized, you know, a YouTuber, somebody snap picture of inside his house. It's color CIMIC. And they were using it against him, you know, how his house look and stuff. So that's what people do. They look at your video. They might stop your video, look at your video and try to figure out what you have in your house. And, you know, think you're rich, or think, you know, you're dirty, or think, you know, you keep your place this way or that, whatever way. That's why my wife is not a social media lady and she's not going to be on YouTube. And a lot of people might probably wondering why I make video in my car. And it's my choice. I have certain places in my house I could sit down and make video, but I get a better vibes of going out there and making video, walking and making video, or driving and making my videos, touching on my topic. And also, guys, I don't think you guys are gonna believe what I'm saying, but everything I speak here is facts, what I know about. Did you even know that a lot of people, I would say a lot of plumber, electrician, whatever, they have a flat fee that they charge. It's called the service call fee, and it might be $70 or it might be $100 just when you call them to come and do something in your house. But did you know that a lot of these guys, when they pull up at your place and see what you're driving, your car's in your driveway, and they walk inside your house and look and see what you have inside your house, sometimes they charge you according to what they see around your surrounding? Guys, I'm not joking and I'm not lying about it. If they come in your house and they see like a nice sofa or everything nice, kitchen, everything nice, you know, you have 2 nice cars out in the driveway, guys, I'm telling you, they charge you according to what they see you have. And I'm not lying. This is from experience that I have. I remember vividly a guy called me to put in some lock in our house, and it's just to change the locks. And I charge him, can't remember how much I charged him, and he said, really? I'm like, yeah. And I said, what? Am I too expensive? He said, no, a guy just come and charge me. I think I charged a guy like, it was 3 lakhs. And I think I charged a guy like $75. $75, and somebody charged him like $140. And he was wondering why I charge so cheap. But a lock don't take, to replace a lock, it doesn't take long. But because the guy have a nice part finder in his driveway and a nice BMW in his driveway, that's why the guy are charging him so much money. And some people don't understand that. So it's all boiling to what I'm trying to say. You know, people look at what you have in your house and determine, you know, you have money. And it's the same thing on this platform here too. People might think, you know, you have money, and as I say, people go to back to their home country, third world country, and rub certain things certain kind of way, let people think they have money, you know. And then, you know, you just look like, you know, you're living this lavish lifestyle, and it's a lie. So my viewers and subscribers, this is just a short one, you know. And all my YouTube family out there, you know, keep on plugging, keep on doing the right thing. You know, Jamaican Youth is here. And guys, you know, we have to look at our surrounding and see what we can do to make things better on this platform. I know you can come here every day and preach love, and it don't go nowhere. But it doesn't make sense to give up on that. Because if you give up on, you know, sheer love, you know, Lucifer will wrap us around, as I said before, quite a few times, like a snake, and suffocate us. And there's a web out there, and we have to realize the web is nothing too strong to stop you from rip it apart and make the right things flow, you know. Too wrong don't make a right. And we have to just come off a certain bad vibes, you know, and keep it real. This platform is for a lot of people who have a lot of energy to push out there. But be careful of the energy where you push. Make sure you push some good one. Because, you know, accountability, you know, and what you stand for have a lot to do with what you do in your day-to-day life. Change is a must. You can't get up every day and eat the same meal. Balanced diet. You know, and we have to realize, you know, people are going to come around and try to say certain things to rip you apart and tear you down, but you have to stay strong. And be respectful about dealing with our fellow brothers and sisters out here. I love to know that I come here and I'm comfortable to shoot my video and be honest with myself and have nobody try to rip me apart because what I'm saying. Love is a thing that I think people just think it's about only intimacy. But when I say share the love, I mean reach out to a virgin or a sister and voice your opinion. Very respectful. You know? You must be able to can speak certain things and not have nobody come to try rip you apart. Because that's not good. That's not good. My viewers and subscribers out there, remember, Jamaican Youthie, keeping it real, keep it positive, you know. Color Simit, the eagle. Keep on burning the good fire, my brother. You know. And we should share certain bond with the man. As I said quite a few times, and I will always say that we on the link of Color Simit, we are part of the chain, you know, so we shouldn't break certain rules and try to break down certain brothers and sisters here, you know. Because people try to just rip us apart, you know, because they like to see us when we separate. Because unity is strength, you know. Once you unite, you know, so the thing run. My viewers and subscribers, I'm going to head into work right now, punching my 8 hours. Because, you know, that's how the bills got to pay, you know. I love all my YouTuber virgin them out there and my sister them out there. You know, Greg, I ain't seen you, but I'll reach out to you. Your birthday is coming up soon, just like mine. I said mine. Yeah, Greg, Canada Walk By, Canada Talk the Truth. J&J Hot Kitchen. I see you guys just step on the down low, you know. You know, take some time off. I hope none of the negative energy I run with you guys, you know, because it's here, you know. We have to rise above it. Lots of folly here. Drop the folly and keep it straight. Love is the answer all the time, you know. Love and hate can never be friends. D. Brown, you know. I always said, you know, when I wake up in the morning, breathing this breath of fresh air, I'm loving it. A lot of people is not here with us, and that's the first thing we have to give thanks for. My viewers and subscribers, remember Jamaica Newfie is out. Until next time, love you guys, love you guys, love you guys. Remember to share the video, like, and all my new watchers, please subscribe to the Jamaica Newfie channel. Be one the day one. Congratulations again on your 3,000 subscriber. That's a milestone, you know. People sharing the love with you. I love how you share the love, you know. I have to give everybody the strength. Love you guys. Stay put.